I sold my bus. Do I regret it? How much did I end up selling it for? Let's find out more. Hey, Curious Dude here with an update, actually a final update about Van Gogh. So, Van Gogh sold. If you've watched my other videos, I had it on consignment at a hot rod and custom shop. Great people, great staff. And so it was for sale for 3 months. It started advertising for 31,000 Canadian, which is about 24,000 US, which I think, is pretty fair value. Turns out it was a little more than people were willing to pay. There was a tremendous amount of interest in it, but we just couldn't make a deal. So I had to adjust my price a little bit, and I finally ended up taking, well, I'll tell you that closer towards the end. Am I going to miss the bus? It's kind of a two-part answer. So yes, I'm going to miss some parts of it. I'm certainly going to miss the adventure of discovering the bus, buying the bus, rescuing the bus, figuring out everything about the bus, all the history, so much rich history. It was just amazing to connect with families about that. Finally getting it roadworthy, taking John, the previous owner, for a drive was an amazing experience. I did some camping with it. I did a lot of YouTube videos with it as well. And so thank you for following along with my adventure with it. I'm going to miss that part of it. But, I sort of feel like that was my story, was about rescuing the bus. So I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss some of my friends that I connected with throughout the journey of rescuing the bus. That's a big piece of this hobby in the Volkswagen world, is just the connection that you make with people. I'm going to miss that. But I'm not going to miss it for two reasons though. Number one is that it's going to an amazing new owner. It's actually staying in Canada. It's going to Ontario. Great owner, super pumped to have it. It's going to be an amazing home for the bus. He's got a mechanic lined up to keep it, running perfect. I understand he has some friends that also have Westfalias, so they're going to do some camping together and all of those adventures. So that's just fantastic. I couldn't be happier that it's gone to such a great home. And secondly, you know what? Life's a journey. I was meant to get the bus, save the bus, and put it back on the road for a new adventure. That was my chapter to write about Van Gogh. And I feel really satisfied that, I was able to see that through. And especially to give John a chance to actually take a ride in the bus that he broke some 20 years ago and would never be able to save. So, you know what? That's super satisfying, right? Like I said, I saw my role as rescuer to save this and go on. It's not the first Volkswagen I've saved. I've done 2 other Volkswagens, a bus and a bug, very much the same way. I tend to not keep vehicles. They find me, which is something strange. I don't know if it's a Volkswagen thing, but honestly, all the Volkswagens in my life have found me. I've driven by, noticed it. It spoke to me in a way, like I need to get this and do this. And that's just how it's gone. And so on the same hand, it was time for Van Gogh to take a new adventure. I've done what I can, and it's off to a new home, and I'm excited for them. So what was my final sales price? Well, I ended up selling it for 26,000 Canadian, which works out to be just over 20,000 US, which I think is a fair market value considering it is, it's December in 2024. I'm a little surprised it didn't go to the US, to be honest, because it was such a dry and rust-free bus. Perhaps people in the States don't believe it could be that clean, and so they strayed away from it, but it was a very good value in that way. But I'm happy for the new owner in Ontario. It'll be great. So the other thing is this is probably the end of Volkswagen content on this channel, at least for the time being. I'm going to do some more videos with exploring and hiking and biking, but most of my content's going to shift towards the 5-liter Mustang that I bought back, that I owned back in 2000, and I used to race and had a lot of memories with it. And during COVID, I just had to have it back, and I found a way. So I've rescued it back. So if you're into 5 liters or just rescuing vehicles, this is one to save. It's rusty, the engine's broken, it needs a lot of love, but I'm excited about the journey ahead. But truth be told, Volkswagens have a way of finding me, so I think there's a chance in the future if another Westfalia found its way home, that would be okay too. So thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.